Hi guys, welcome back to Easy English with Kat. Do you really want to sound like a native English speaker? You need to use phrasal verbs in your everyday conversation. Native English speakers use phrasal verbs all the time, so it's extremely important that both you understand phrasal verbs and you're using them. This is going to help you sound so much more natural and fluent when you're speaking English. In this video, I'm going to teach you 25 of the most common and useful phrasal verbs. I'll explain each one clearly, give you natural examples, and then show you how you can use them in your everyday, real-life spoken English. This is part one of a 3-part series, so stay tuned for more phrasal verbs. Whether you're learning English for school, work, travel, or just to sound like a more native English speaker, this video is going to help you sound more natural, and it's also going to help you be a little more confident when you're speaking English. So today we're going to look at these specific phrasal verbs: get, take, look, and put. Examples of these are something like give up, hang out, call off. This is really confusing because when you hear call, I think of calling someone on the phone, right? Not canceling something. So it can be really confusing. So let's help you become a better English speaker. Let's get started. All right, so the first one is to get up. This actually means to wake up or to rise up. For example, I usually get up at 7. It means I usually wake up and get out of bed at 7. You could also use this, for instance, if you're sitting anywhere and you say, I need to get up. It means stand up, leave from where you're sitting. So, for example, I need to get up and go to the store. So, this can mean from bed, from sitting, anywhere, to get up. The next one is to get over. This actually means to recover from something. For example, she finally got over her cold. She has recovered. She got over her cold. So, number 3, to get along. This is usually with someone. So it actually means that you have a good relationship with someone. For example, you might hear someone say, do you get along with your coworkers? This actually means, do you have a good relationship with your coworkers? Are you friends? Do you hang out often? Do you get along with each other? You can use this in many different scenarios. For example, do you get along with your siblings? It means, are you close? Are you friends? Number 4 is to get by. This means to survive with what you have. For example, you might hear someone say, money's tight right now, but I can get by. It means, yeah, it's a little difficult, but I have enough. So it's really important that you watch all parts of this series because each video you're going to learn so many different usages for each phrasal verb, and this is really going to help you not get so confused in English. English has so many phrasal verbs and it can be really difficult to understand. You hear get and you think, oh, I know what that means. And you hear preposition and you think, oh, I know what that means. And then you understand what the phrasal verb means and you are so surprised. You realize, wow, I have been confused this whole time. So it's really gonna help your English, both listening and speaking. All right, section 2, we're gonna work on phrasal verbs with the verb to take. Number 1 is to take off. This can be used to take off clothes. It means to remove clothing. For example, I took off my jacket. Okay, extra tip, another meaning for to take off that is completely different is for a plane. When a plane is on the ground and then immediately you go into the air, that part where you go into the air is to take off. So you say, the plane will take off in an hour, for example. This is so much more natural than saying the plane will depart at 10 a.m. You'll say the plane is gonna take off at 10 a.m. Do you hear the difference? It sounds so much more natural. And if you say it like that, you're going to sound so much more like a native speaker. The next one is to take up means to begin a new hobby or activity. For example, I just took up painting and I'm honestly not so bad. It means you just started painting. You're maybe learning or you just want something fun to do, so you're painting. And you can use this with any kind of activity that you start. I just took up running, or I just took up skiing, I just took up shopping. Anything that you start, you can use this. The next one is to take care of. This means to look after something. For example, you might hear someone say, "Can you take care of the dog while I'm gone?" It means, can you look after, can you watch the dog? You'll hear this a lot with children and with pets, anything that you need to watch over or look after. Now we're going to look at to take out. This one has two meanings that are completely different, so it's really important. One means to remove something, and the second means to go on a date. So if you get these ones mixed up, I think you would be very confused. It's very important. So for the first meaning, to remove something, you could say, for instance, can you take out the trash? That means, can you remove the trash from inside to outside? Take the trash out. And the second meaning of this, to go on a date, for instance, you may hear someone say, he took her out on a date. It does not mean remove something. It means to go out on a date. All right, section 3 is phrasal verbs with the verb to look. The first one is to look after. Look after actually has a really similar meaning to the phrasal verb we just looked at, to take care of. It means to watch over, to take care of something. For example, she takes care of her sister on the weekend. She looks after her sister on the weekend. The next one is to look for. This means to search for something. For example, I'm looking for my phone again. I don't know about you guys, but I am always losing my phone, which means I'm also always looking for my phone. The next one is to look forward to. It means that you're excited about something. You're looking forward to something. You're excited to do. For example, I'm really looking forward to vacation. It means I'm really, really excited for vacation. You can use this for anything that you're excited about that's in the future. The next one is to look out. This one means to be careful. You can use this to warn someone. Be careful, look out, watch out. For example, look out, there's a step right there. All right, section 4 is the verb to put. So the first one is to put off. This means to delay or postpone something. For example, I keep putting off going to the dentist. This would mean that you keep delaying it. Actually, I have a dentist appointment today and I'm not looking forward to it. The next one is to put on. This means that you're going to wear something, some accessory, you're going to put it on. For example, it's cold outside, put on a scarf, put on a hat. Our last phrasal verb with the verb to put is to put up with. This means to tolerate something that you don't like. For example, I can't put up with that noise anymore. It means you cannot tolerate that noise anymore. For example, if you're waiting in a long line for a long time, you could say, I can't put up with this. It's too long. I can't wait anymore. All right, our last section is section 5, and these are some bonus everyday use phrasal verbs. These are some that you're just going to run into in every conversation, and they're really, really important. Number 1 is to show up. This means to arrive or appear. For example, she showed up late to the meeting. So she arrived late at the meeting. Number 2, to give up. This means to stop trying. You might hear a lot during sports or when someone is working on something for a long time and then they say, I can't do it anymore, I give up. It means they're done trying. The next one is to pick up. This means to lift something up or to collect something. So you could use this if you are going to pick someone up to go somewhere. So you're leaving and you're going to show up with your car and pick them up, give them a ride. So, for example, you could say, I'll pick you up at 6. It does not mean I'll hold you up, you will drive them somewhere. Another example would be, can you pick up some milk on your way home? So part of it is you're lifting it up, but it also means you're getting it and bringing it somewhere. I hope that makes sense. That one is very confusing. Our next one is to call off. This means to cancel. For example, they called off the wedding. That means they canceled the wedding. The wedding is not happening anymore. They called off the wedding. Our next one is to run into. This means that you meet someone unexpectedly. For example, I ran into my teacher at the store. So obviously you and your teacher did not plan to see each other at the store. It means that you randomly saw your teacher at the store. The next one is to break down. It means to stop working. This is often used for machines specifically, but it can also be in reference to something that's very emotional. So for example, for a machine, you might hear someone say, my car broke down again. It means my car randomly stopped working. It broke down. It's not working. If you want to use it to reference something emotional, you could say she broke down crying. She broke down crying after the meeting. It means that she was having such a hard time and finally, she just couldn't hold it anymore and she started crying. She broke down crying. The next one is to come across. This means that you find something by chance. You find something randomly. For example, I came across this photo from college. Our next one is to hang out. This means to relax or spend time together. For example, do you want to hang out this weekend? This one is so important for everyday English. If you want to sound natural, then this one is super important. The next one is to turn up. This means to arrive or appear unexpectedly. For example, he didn't turn up for the interview. This means he didn't show up. He didn't arrive to the interview. This is our last phrasal verb for part 1. It is to check out. This means to look at or examine something. For example, hey, check out this website. It's super useful. Using these phrasal verbs will instantly make your English sound more natural, and plus it's also going to make you feel way more confident when you're speaking. If you really want to remember these phrasal verbs, go back and repeat them all out loud. Also, if you click the link below in the description, I have a free worksheet where you can practice every single one of these phrasal verbs. It's really going to help you remember them. In the next video, part 2, we're going to cover some more phrasal verbs. Some confusing ones, some funny ones, and some that sound totally weird, but it's still super important that you are always working on your phrasal verbs to improve your English. So I hope to see you in the next video. Comment below which of these phrasal verbs was new to you and which ones sound the weirdest or most funny to you. It's always really interesting for me to hear which ones are strange to other people since they're very natural to me. So comment that down below. And if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. New videos come out every week. I'll catch you in part 2. Bye.